You're listening to the I Like That Story podcast, Season 2, Episode 5, The Enemy at the End of the Diving Board. Today's story brought to you by Evolution Consulting, nationwide image professionals for styling, speaking, and stage. When I was a kid, I stood out at the end of the high dive, an experience many of us remember. The dry mouth, butterfly, knot in the stomach feeling that lasts an eternity and only a few seconds. Seconds so powerful I can still recall them to this day. But that is not the kind of fear this story is about. This story has a kind of fear with many faces. Some of them are passive, and they look like worry, anxiety, sudden exhaustion, illness, dread, procrastination, and laziness. And whenever I'm faced with something that I need to face but don't want to face, I become, and here's the list, well, I'll get tired, or anxious, or worried, or filled with a nameless dread, or decide I can do it later, or even better, never. And there's another kind of fear. This is aggressive fear. Its faces are anger, sarcasm, cynicism, sudden outbursts, snide or snarky comments, or addictive behaviors. And again, when I'm faced with something that I need to face but don't want to, here is the list. I'll get angry, or sarcastic, or cynical, or I will lash out with an angry comment or a snide insult, or I will have a deep need for half a gallon of ice cream. Oh, the fears are real, all right, and we all have them. We're afraid of failing, afraid of loss, afraid of rejection. These fears are so crippling that we decide, well, we won't do anything at all. Well, I understand that. I do. That's why I do this podcast every week and put it off to the last possible minute. I speak to groups of people and dread the moments before I step on stage. I write books and look at the final result with anxiety more than accomplishment. But I've come to understand that there is a worse feeling than jumping off a diving board. It's slinking back off the board and climbing back down one rung at a time. That feeling that you were not strong enough. So we are far enough already into the new year, you and I, to already in this year have had our share of rejection, defeats, setbacks, and losses. But if we quit now, well, that stupid diving board wins. And if that diving board for you is going on a date because you don't want to be lonely, or going to a gym for the first time because you want to get in shape, or you want to take a class because you want to change, or speak out loud a dream, even though it may seem silly to others, I say jump. What the heck? It's only fear. That is my story for today. If you'd like to get my free newsletter, I put one out once a month with one good story and 3 bad dad jokes. I send it out via email. Shoot me a message on my website, ilikethatstory.net, and I'll make sure you get a copy. Until then, I'm Jeff Gould. God bless.